Hi. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Woo! I'm in a new spot. I'm trying out a new thing today because my room gets connection issues. I hope the audio is okay because I don't have a microphone. My cat just started playing with his toy, so that's fun. They're all like, "What's going on?" Sir? Yeah, I'm not doing too much tonight. Hi! Hi, Michaela. From Tati and Michaela. Hi! Hi, Megan. Hi, Blackcraft Mom. How is it going? I'm in my living room right now. Y'all get to see a little sneak peek of my living room. Hi, Frizzy. Thanks. This is like the reading nook, but honestly, it's kind of just the entryway to our house. Is my audio okay? Hi, Rowan. Literally finished my roll for. Ooh! Oh my gosh! You have to send me a picture. I want to see what that looks like. I'm working on a cardigan. I'm doing the back panel. It's got pears on it. It's not a pattern test. It's a like sample test, I guess. The pattern's already tested and out, but she needed like samples made for her gallery. So it's called the Apples to Oranges cardigan by Autumn Olive Crochet. So you can do multiple different sizes, and then you can customize the cardigan to have different fruits on it. So I picked pears. So I got 2 pears going right now. But what's everyone up to on this Friday night? Can you hear that? Lucy. The cats are like, what is going on? They're all rambunctious right now. I've been doing a roll for blanket as well. Oh my gosh, your cousin's wedding present? That's awesome. Wow, what a lucky cousin. You're doing a whole blanket. I bet that's taken quite some time. I've never made a full blanket before, but I know they take a long time. So hopefully your cousin appreciates it. I finished my book map. So now I'm adding in the location marker text on canvas for the book. Nice. That's exciting. What an accomplishment. Come here. Gordon is being rambunctious. Hi, Helix. Oh. I can't kick the cats out either because it's like the living room. So they're just in here. You better behave yourselves. Bros, chill out. You can't see them, but they're like behind the scenes, like they're doing too much. We mean what you know. Gordon. I'm making my son a blanket to take to preschool. It's a 6-day star blanket. I've got an absurd amount of whips right now. That's relatable. He appreciates handmade gifts as we come from a huge family of crafters. That's awesome. I'm glad that he can appreciate them because some people just don't get it. But I love a handmade gift. And yeah, my family actually, for Christmas, we only do handmade stuff. Well, we try to. It's not like a requirement, but it's like kind of a goal to do just handmade stuff because we're all like crafty or artsy. But obviously there's like time restraints and stuff. So sometimes it's not always like accessible to people. I guess. So there's that caveat. Had so much fun with this blanket. I had this yarn that was so pretty in the skein, but worked out kind of chaotic. Ooh, yeah. I love a chaotic. Is it like a variegated yarn? What yarn is it? Hi, Amy. Hi, Alfton. I'm just sitting out on the patio with my husband drinking wine and eating chocolate. That sounds like a perfect Friday evening. That sounds amazing. It was raining here, so no patio sitting for me today. But our grandmothers would have made him something as a wedding present, and I'm the only one alive now to do it. Yeah. That's really nice of you. Kind of taking it on. You've embraced the chaotic energy and didn't count stitches either. So it's all roughly. And while I didn't really like the yarn, all the chaos came together. Now I love it. Yes. It makes it more interesting to look at, when things are like not super like symmetrical and uniform. And nothing wrong with that though either. But I really appreciate like varying stitches, varying colors, textures, that kind of thing. Hey. If you're gonna go play, do it anywhere else, please. Gordon, come here. You're sitting on it's like a bench with a table on it, kind of. Like the table covers half the bench, and I have the computer on the table. And the cats love to sit on this bench, and Gordon's trying to like bat at Franklin through the banisters. It's too much right now. I tried this out. I'm not sure if I'll do it again, Franklin. Or maybe the cats will get used to it and it won't be such a chaotic vibe. But I used 2 Karen anniversary cakes in the color Prismatic. Ooh. I'm going to look that up. Oh, gorgeous. How come every time I Google a yarn, hobby always comes up too? It's always hobby tea time. That's the ad I get, which I'm honestly tempted to get because it's really pretty. But yeah, that anniversary cake is gorgeous. Is it the really big one? Oh, anyways, how was everyone's week? I hope y'all had a great week. I have been really into audiobooks the last couple weeks. I got a library card like, gosh, was that like almost 2 months ago now? Finally went to my library and got a library card. And so I've been listening to audiobooks through Libby. Because if I'm being honest, I have time to read. But if I'm being honest, I don't make the time to read, like actually sit down with a physical book and read. So audiobooks have been really great because I love like reading. Do you still call it reading even though it's an audiobook? I do. But it also kind of sounds like weird because I'm not actually reading, I'm just listening. Anyways, all that to say, I was reading The Book Thief by Marcus. Starts with a Z. I don't remember. It's one of my favorite books of all time. I read it a while ago, and so it was just available on Libby, and so I read it again and had like the last hour and a half to go at work today and literally was crying at work. Probably not the best book to listen to at work, but sir. Anyways. Oh, thanks for the likes. Oh, I haven't gotten any anniversary cake before, but that sounds awesome. It does sound awesome. I haven't tried them either. I've only ever tried a couple of the Karen cakes. There's so many, and they all look really nice. Yeah, Frizzy, audiobooks have been, hi Mandy, audiobooks have been like so great because I can listen to them when I'm at work. Sometimes I get really overwhelmed and distracted and it doesn't work out very well, but yeah, they've been really great to I can multitask with them a lot. and I really like that. I should try podcasts too. But yeah, the audiobooks have been great. If anybody has any book recommendations, I am so down. I like audiobooks too, but I consider it listening to it versus reading it either physically or on a device. Yeah. Okay, I've been listening to audiobooks. I've been listening. I finished The Book Thief. I started one called The Underground Railroad, but I'm not very far into it yet. But I really like historical fiction. I have a bunch of books on hold, like popular books that people have recommended to me, but it says I'm going to be in line for them for months, so I'm not holding my breath. And I think I'm actually like maxed out for my holds right now. I think you can only have 10 holds on Libby, and I have 10. So I'm just kind of waiting for things to become available. But bye, Amy. Have a good night. They were limited edition, I think, but I buy them again if they came back out. I think they do them every year, right, for their anniversary, but they're always different colors. I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like I've seen a couple years with them. Hi, Darren. If you like Lord of the Rings, there's an edition narrated by Andy Serkis, and it's amazing. Okay. I haven't actually read the Lord of the Rings. I have read The Hobbit, but I haven't actually read Lord of the Rings. I own the whole set somewhere on my bookshelf. It's behind me. It's behind the chair. You can't see it, but I have all the books. I think I've just been crocheting so much lately that reading a physical book I'm not prioritizing it as much. Why did I get my phone out? Oh yeah, I was going to look on Libby. Lord of the Rings by Andy Serkis. I wonder if I can search by narrator. I'll just write that down. I'll look at it later. Andy Serkis. Yeah. Anyways, anybody have any fun plans this weekend? One of my friends is in town, and we're supposed to be going to an amusement park together tomorrow, but it's also supposed to rain, so I'm not entirely sure. Anyways. Oh, I'm making a cardigan. So this is it's not a pattern test, but it's a like sample make for the Apples to Oranges cardigan by Autumn Olive Crochet, which is it's a cardigan, and you can customize it to have fruits anywhere on the, she's got a bunch of different fruit graphs, and you can decide what layout you want, like where you want them to go and all that things. And I chose pears. So I have both the front panels done. But the front panels are plain because I'm going to add pockets with pears on them. And then I'm going to do pears on the sleeves too. But this is the back panel. I'm having pears go up the back of it. I got 2 pears done. I got 1 more to go. So it's going pretty smoothly. Oh, you listen to it on Spotify? Okay. I actually don't have a Spotify account anymore. I've been thinking about getting it again because I heard you can get 17 hours of audiobook listening on Spotify. And that honestly seems like worth it to me. But I don't mind Libby either. You just have to like wait for things to become available, which can take some time. I've never read or seen Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. They're pretty good. The movies are pretty good. The Hobbit was a good book from what I remember. I read it in like 4th grade, so it was a long time ago. I should probably reread it. I probably did not comprehend as much of it as I think I did. That was a long time ago. I'm chilling as it's the last weekend before school starts. Ooh, yeah, that's coming up. Kind of forgot about that. The summer flew by, honestly. It was like kind of jam-packed for me. And I don't know if that like made it go by faster. Probably. I don't know. I feel like I did so much this summer, and now it's like halfway through August, which is wild. And I can tell the days are already getting shorter. You know, like I usually wake up at like 5:30, and now when I get up, the sun's not up yet. I'm used to the sun being up now. I'm not ready for it to be dark all the time. Hi, Tova. Hi, Andrea. Sorry I didn't say hi, Andrea, before. I saw that you asked me what I was making. I'm a little bit scatterbrained. I don't usually go live in the evening. This is Killian Brain after a full day of working. But my partner just downloaded a new game on Steam, and so he's playing that right now. And I was like, well, I want to hang out with someone. So I was like, I should just go live. So thanks for hanging out with me on my Friday night while I crochet this cardigan. My cats have finally calmed down, so that's great. Not this weekend, but next weekend, my mom, brother, and I are taking a mini vacation to a beach. Ooh. I hope that you have amazing weather. Are there hurricanes right now, or is that just in like the Caribbean? I heard something about hurricanes. The only reason I heard about that was because my coworker is going on a cruise, and my other coworker was asking her like what would happen if there's a hurricane. But it might just be like more south than you, Rowan. But I don't know. I'm working on in a tizzy blanket. Ooh. You read The Hobbit in 5th grade and loved it. Why does everyone read The Hobbit at such a young age? Yeah, it's a good book. In a tizzy. Polyplum. Ooh, I love that. Wait, that's so cute. It's got so much color and texture. What colors are you doing? That's so cute. I love that. It looks really nice. Very plush. I did 2. Now it's almost over and I'm exhausted. Yeah. A lot happened this summer. And I feel like I have a lot going on in the fall too, so I'm actually so I'm supposed to be going to the amusement park tomorrow. I was going to say I'm happy to not really have any plans this weekend, but I do. So never mind. I keep forgetting. Because in my head it got canceled because of the weather, but we're still doing it as of now. So it didn't get canceled. So I need to stop thinking that it did. Do you guys do that ever? Like in my head it got canceled. So I'm like, oh, I don't have anything to do tomorrow. But I definitely do. Hi, V. It is hurricane season. Yes, I pretty much got a direct hit from Ian. Ooh, I'm so sorry. That's so scary. Ugh, yeah, I hope that the hurricanes don't affect you this year. Do you see Lucy's hair? Lucy, that's not a great place for you to be. I will say. Lucy, come here. Come here. No. No. Lucy, come here. Okay. Well, he's just standing directly behind my laptop right now. Lucy. Oh, The Hobbit was marketed for children? That's probably why we all read it as a kid. I didn't know that. Interesting. I don't want it to get dark so early. I know, me neither. But I'm so ready for it to not be hot and sweltering. That's true. Yeah, it's been really humid here. Oh my gosh, Lucy. My apologies. Anyways. Yeah, it's been really hot here too, and humid and rainy. It's been like a really hot and rainy summer for us here. But that being said, I don't really want to replace the rain with snow. I don't know. We'll see. I wonder what this winter is going to be like. I heard somewhere that you can determine how snowy the winter is going to be, how cold the winter is going to be based on how bushy the squirrels' tails are. But I don't know if that's true. I heard that though somewhere. So like in the fall, I'm always looking at the squirrels' tails, like trying to gauge how bushy they are. I don't know if that's true at all, but wouldn't that be wild? It's like the Farmer's Almanac, but it's squirrel tails. Bag a Day's tonal yarn in the dark green. Oh, pretty. The ombre? Lucy, no. No. That's gorgeous. I know his whiskers. He's funny. I want him to like come and hang out on my lap right now, but he just wants to be disruptive instead, which, I mean, that's fine. Ooh, do you guys like my sweatshirt? It's merch from, it's Mel B. If you know Mel, she has some new merch out, and I got this sweatshirt, and it's very, very cozy. Ugh, okay. I should probably stop yapping and start crocheting. This pattern test is due at the end of September. So realistically, I have plenty of time to get it done. But I realized shortly after making the schnood that I keep signing up for things, and then I don't have time to make the things that are like adding up on my list of things I want to make. And it's because I keep signing up for pattern tests. And so I am vowing that after this is done, I will not commit to any more pattern tests this year. And we'll see if I stick with that. But that is the current plan, because who was saying that they have a lot of whips right now? Was that you, Megan? Because I have a lot of whips too. And I don't usually have this many whips, I feel like. But I have my socks, this cardigan, another pair of socks, a shirt. There's more. I know I have like a bag of them somewhere, but they're forgotten in a bag. Maybe I should revisit those sometime soon and decide if I want to finish them or not. Blanket just needs to be steamed, but that's not a tonight problem. No, it's not. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I want to see it. Rowan, if you have Instagram, you should send it to me. Or you could email it to me too. Or not, if you don't want to share. That's fine. But I really want to see, I'm just picturing that yarn getting worked up with multiple different stitches, and I bet it looks really cool. Don't we all? I think, unfortunately, that's just a commonality between fiber artists. Just whips on whips on whips. Oh, and my friend M recently started doing loom weaving. Like she made a makeshift loom out of cardboard, and she weaved a bookmark, and that looks really fun. And so then I spent like probably an hour on Pinterest just looking at weaving things, and I really want to try that. I'm like, well, I have yarn and I have cardboard and I have a tapestry needle. Like, I think that's really all you need to start out. So might be trying out some weaving soon. I don't know. Oh, have a good night. Oh, Sarah, I didn't see you in here. I'm sorry, but have a good night. I'm working on a cardigan. Hi, Raina. Sorry if I didn't say hi. Oh my gosh. Hi, Lisa. It's always what I'm making for myself. Yes. I have 2 blankets, 2 scarves, 2 hats, a hexie hoodie. Ooh, I bet that is going to be really comfy. And a shrug, plus stuff I've totally forgotten about. Hi, Laura! I know I'm live on a Friday night. I was saying that my partner downloaded a new video game today, and so he wants to play that. And so I was like, well, I want to hang out with someone. So I decided to hang out with all you guys. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Autumn. 2 blankets and 1 cardigan, I think, are my current whips. That's not too bad. Although blankets take a while, but it's kind of nice to be able to switch up between like those long projects so you're not like doing the same thing for so long. So hopefully they're different stitch, but even if they're just different colors, I feel like that's enough to kind of make it less mundane, you know? Loom weaving is expensive. I got into it a little too hard a few years ago. I had no idea it was expensive. I guess if you had like the whole setup, the whole apparatus, maybe. Gosh, I didn't think it. I thought it was like going to be such a cheap hobby to get into. Now I'm reconsidering. Oh yeah, the background. This is my living room because every time I go live in my room, the connection hasn't been great lately. Plus it was storming, so I feared I would lose connection, but I was kind of worried about the audio in here because we just have a lot of noises, like the AC and the cat water fountain, and I don't have the air filters running right now, but normally there's air filters too. That's why I don't ever really film anywhere else because of like the audio quality. But it is like such a cute little corner of my house. I'm like, I should show it off. Ooh, also Rowan, if you're in here, these are my rocks. These are my big rocks. I have other rocks too, but I know Rowan was really interested in the rocks, so I can give you a little tour if you want. They're kind of heavy though. Sarah, you don't have to stay up. We chat all day. I think I've inherited a few whips from my husband and late grandmother that I eventually would love to. Oh, that'd be awesome. Wow, what an honor, honestly. I bet those hold such precious memories. I have whips all over my living room, mostly blankets. At least they're functional whips. I have a ton of whips, but right now I'm making a tiny granny square. Oh, what do you mean tiny? Like micro crochet tiny? Because impressive, if that's the case. What are you making a tiny granny square for? My sister wanted to do that and make earrings, like little granny square earrings out of them. I think that would be really cute. I've considered that, but I don't really wear earrings too much. I just got the earrings from when I went to Utah, and then I took them out because I went paddleboarding, and I didn't want to lose them, and I haven't put them back in. This is why if I have to remove jewelry, it's so hard. Like, I take it off and I forget about it. So I'm attempting to crochet myself a neon outfit for Halloween. You're making a cardigan and pants. I've never made pants before either, but what's her name? Savannah Stitches? Savannah? I think her name's Savannah. She just posted on Instagram about she re-released they're like granny square flare pants, And I'm not gonna lie, I was really thinking about it. I was like, ooh, should I make some pants? But I think maybe I should see if she responded to me, but my question for her was if we had to use a certain yarn weight, because it kind of looked like they were using a weight 4 yarn in the pattern, and it's made to measure. But I feel like I would want to do like a really thin yarn and just do like smaller granny squares everywhere so that it's like more flexible of pants, which I don't think she responded to me. Anyways, that sounds really cool. Neon outfit. I've been thinking about starting my Halloween costume, but I need to get through all my pattern tests that I have. Anything can be expensive or cheap depending on how much money you're willing to spend. That's true. That is true, and that's wisdom. You're very wise. And honestly, you could probably learn to crochet for free just going to like hand-me-down craft stores. You probably wouldn't even need to spend a dime, or like going to Buy Nothing. Ooh, I should check my Buy Nothing Facebook group. Sarah. Okay. I love grannies. Do you mean granny squares or grannies? Because same. I have a whole cabinet. Also pick incoming. Ooh, okay. I really like the video this week. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you liked it. I absolutely love the roll for scrap. Good. They're so fun. It's becoming what I'm known for. That's what my partner told me. I was like, well, that's not the worst thing to be known for. Rowan, are you emailing it to me? Oh, fingering weight yarn. Just making it for fun. Just like a little tiny granny square. Maybe you should make your tapestry squares into a series as well, even if it's in the short section. Also, you never show them to us lined up. That's a great idea. Actually, my video next week, Laura, is how many tapestry squares can I make in a week, because I was so behind and I was like, I need to just like crank some out in a single, or not in a week, in a day. How many tapestry squares can I make in a day? Because I was like, I just need to crank some out. So that's my video for next week. So you'll see that. But yeah, I should honestly line them up. I should start assembling them, because that's going to be a huge to-do at the end of the year. God, I need to make a to-do list of all the things I need to make. My brain's constantly like, I gotta do that, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. Hillbilly Heart. I like that name. All I did today was crochet a taxidermy deer butt. That's so funny. Wait, oh my gosh, I want to see a picture of that too. That's so funny. Is it a white-tailed deer? Does it have like a little tail? That's all you did today? That's an accomplishment. That sounds like a productive day to me. Oh my god, that's like gonna make me cry. That's so funny to like picture. I also have a handheld black light. I'll be carrying. Oh, that's so cool. You're gonna be glowing. Do you have like any special plans for Halloween? Every time you finish one, you can see. Yeah, I'll line them up. When? Great question, but I will. I'll do that. It's on my radar now, because I wasn't even thinking about that, but that's a really good idea. I learned to crochet off YouTube and bought yarn at a secondhand store. See, you get it. I also learned to crochet off YouTube the second time. The first time my mom taught me, and I didn't spend any money because I used my mom's stuff. But the second time, when I was older, I learned off YouTube, and I think I just bought like a pack of boy crochet hooks, the aluminum ones, and one skein of yarn. But I mean, I've definitely spent a lot of money on yarn since then, so there's that. I'm doing a whole taxidermy. Oh, that's so cool. What's your next piece gonna be? Did you freehand it, or are you doing a pattern? The butt. Oh, granny squares, not grannies. But you love grannies too, right? Hi, Natalie. Oh, yay. All of them? Wow. I'm glad you enjoy them. They're very fun for me. I probably won't stop. I'm thinking maybe I should ask y'all which one I should do next because I have a couple ideas of what I want to do roll for scrap wise next. But I think I want to make a bag, and I know I've made a lot of bags, but I love them. And I kind of want to make a granny square bag, like the 13 granny squares in a bag. I'm not sure if y'all know my like red flower one, but one like that. But the issue I have with that is I don't want to line it because I don't have a sewing machine. I could line it. I just have to take it to my mom's house. Oh my gosh, Sarah, what? Oh wow, that's really good. Oh my gosh, the second one? Sorry, Sarah's drawing my cats for me. Anyways, I love it, Sarah. So cute. Thrift stores or secondhand craft stores have a lot of yarn and crochet stuff. It's a gamble of what you find, though. That and the fiber type. True. I haven't actually tried to look for any secondhand yarn not on Facebook Marketplace, but honestly, I've gotten so much yarn from like friends and other people in my life, my sisters and friends and mom, that I haven't felt a need to like go thrifting for yarn. I tried to share a link I posted on my Blue Sky. Okay. I don't think I have Blue Sky. But I wonder, I should look into like activating I don't know if I have to activate it, the YouTube community tab so y'all can post what you're making, because I always want to see it. But I feel like the best way is for Instagram, but I know it's like to send it to me on Instagram, but I know a lot of people don't have Instagram. I should look into this YouTube community thing. Anyways, I shared a video, whitetail. Excited for the upcoming video. I've never done tapestry crochet, so watching you do them blows my mind. They're so fun, Autumn. You should try them. It's so fun. I love tapestry. I like really need to do it more than I do. I think after this year, I'm not going to do another year-long project because it's just constantly in the back of my brain. But I want to do bigger tapestry pieces next year because the squares a week have been enough tapestry for me that I haven't really been doing projects outside of that. Sorry, I'm behind. Oh my gosh. I'm willing to see how big my squares are, but still only on the first square. Ooh. Is that for the Halloween costume? Oh, wait, that wasn't you. I'm sorry, Tova. Is it for the mini granny square? That's the one you're making, right? Hanging out with my 7 and 9-year-old nephews. I've got them obsessed with all things neon. Nice. I feel like neon's becoming trendy with the youth again. No YouTube when I learned I had to figure it out from books at the library. Ooh, yeah. When I went to my library, they had a bunch of crochet books. I was looking at them all. Oh yeah, the boy hooks. I don't mind the boy hooks. I used them for a long time until eventually I was like, let me see what these Clover Amours are about. And then I tried those, and honestly, I love them. But no shade to the boy hooks. I did break one once, though. So there's that. I freehanded them all: a deer, a bear, a jackalope, and now a deer butt. But in my defense, my brother's a taxidermist. Wow, you guys have such a cool family. Crocheter and a taxidermist. Is it for your brother's taxidermy shop? Is that what you're making them for, or are you just making them for yourself? Love my nanny especially. I learned to crochet by watching my older sister when I was a junior in high school. Nice. Yeah, it's fun when you can learn from like family members. I put down my crochet and I haven't picked it back up. I'm so glad that my cats have settled down. Franklin's literally, they're all schnoozing right now. I finally finished my math. Yay, congrats. So I just been doing, oh, yay. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see it. Sarah, I can't even like begin to describe like how much my partner and I have been geeking over your drawings. Also, the second drawing that you're doing is awesome. I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. Hi, Drini. I love your name. I have a yarn buying problem. Yeah, I mean, the first step is admitting it, Megan. I do too, honestly. I kind of sometimes have like a buying problem, if I'm being honest. In my defense, I definitely try and buy like small, like support small, but I still buy. So it's something like I put myself on a challenge for a month to not buy anything starting 2 days ago because I bought something. But it's so hard for me when I see things, especially like art or like merch from my friends, I'm like, oh, I want to support you. And I'm also very impulsive. I have ADHD and I have combination ADHD. I have impulsive and that's not distracted. What is it? What's the word? I don't remember, but one of them's definitely an impulsive person when I'm not medicated. So something that I have in my something about me. I hand sew all my big linings. Oh, okay. I should try that. That's a really good idea. I was kind of thinking about that. So far, I've gotten away with not having to line any bags because just the stitches I've used, or like the granny square that I made my other bag out of. It's the groovy flower granny squares, and they're not very holy, so I didn't feel a need to line that bag, and it's pretty sturdy, so I've kind of gotten away with it. I'll rewatch your videos on how. I don't have a video on how to tapestry crochet. Should I make one? I don't know. I feel like there's like plenty of videos out there because it's just reading a graph is like the main thing, and the other thing is color changing, because it's just single crochet, color changing, and being able to read a graph, which once you can read a graph, it's so easy, and it's not hard to read a graph either. You just gotta figure out how to do it. I'd say weird. Yeah, my family's weird too. I'm a retired parole officer. I gift my creations to promote laughter. That's amazing. I bet they do. Yes, the rolling is for my mini squares. They'll be between 3 to 10 rounds. Not so many, but the granny stitches themselves are what is mini about them. So you said you're just making them for fun, but are you going to like make anything out of them when you're done? Oh, in junior high school. I see. Franklin, come give me reference pics. He's sleeping right now. He just opened his eyes because he heard me say his name, but he's literally right here. He's sleeping. I'm just doing random sketches of girls and cats now because I can't start a painting at 1 a.m. and the amigurumi kill my shoulder say, oof, what are you making? Me too, and now I have an outlet to be creative. I just buy supplies. I'm going on a yarn buying ban now, unless it's 1,000% necessary. Honestly, you'll be surprised how far your stash can get you. Like, I have bought yarn since I've not been on a yarn buying ban, but it was not necessary. I'm just trying to like get yarn for like sweaters too. I don't know. I definitely did not need to buy any of the yarn that I have. I still have too much yarn. But actually, so in my video for this coming week, I mentioned this. When I was doing my tapestry squares, I realized that I'm doing all my tapestry squares with acrylic yarn because that's what I started them out at the beginning of the year with. I was using acrylic yarn. And so now picking out the colors, I'm like, I don't have as many colors as I did at the beginning of the year. So definitely dwindling my acrylic stash. So even though it doesn't look like my stash is getting any smaller, the acrylic definitely is, which is a good thing, but also making my tapestry squares a little bit harder to accomplish. But whatever. Oh my gosh, I'm behind again. My brain when I see pretty things is like a magpie's brain. Ooh, sparkle. Same. Oh my gosh, Sarah, I had an amazing idea of what I'm going to do for your tapestry, and I'm not going to tell you, but I am so excited. I'm very excited. That's another reason I want to finish this cardigan, so I can start on it. Just lost my pencil. Oh no. Boy hooks are most all I still prefer. I want to try clover hooks still. Yeah, the clover hooks are really nice. I would recommend, this isn't what I did. I just bought an entire set, but I would recommend just buying, like, if you want to try them, one of your most used size, I suppose, because then it's less of a financial burden. And what if you don't like it? Then you didn't buy a whole set. Although I don't know what their return policy is, but you might be able to return them. Do you want to come on my lap? Come here. Come here. Come here. Aw, thank you. Thanks, Hillbilly Heart. You make a tutorial. I tried tapestry decades ago, but forgot how to. Okay. I will try. I still have to finish my cutout tapestry tutorial. I keep doing this thing where I wait until Wednesday to edit my videos, and that's so if you don't know, I work 4/10, so I work 10-hour shifts, but I have off on Wednesdays, and my videos come out on Thursdays. So I've been doing this thing, though, where I procrastinate editing my video until Wednesday, and I like editing, don't get me wrong, but when I have to get it all done in one day, I'm like, I can't do this. This isn't sustainable for me. So I'm trying this new thing where I try and edit for at least 30 minutes on the days I work, and then 1 to 2 hours on the days I don't work. So Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday. And hopefully when Wednesday comes, I won't have to do as much. Anyways, that being said, maybe more tutorials are going to be more realistic because I just haven't been making time. I haven't been making time to do them. My stash is out of control. I just bought pretty yarn and now it's insane. I could stop buying yarn and figure out projects for actual years, right? No, that's where I was at too. That's where I'm still at. Like my yarn stash could last me years, I think. And I don't sell my stuff. So like all the things I make are just like accumulating. I was thinking about doing a giveaway, but figuring out the logistics of a giveaway sounds kind of stressful. I don't mind like shipping internationally. Like I don't mind like fronting the cost of shipping, but I am more so just like, how do I do that? That sounds really stressful. But I want to. I keep thinking about it. It's something I've been thinking about since I hit 1,000 subscribers. I wanted to do a giveaway, but I've just been like, I don't know how. 3 medium-sized bunnies for friends and nieces. She bought the supplies for me. My excuse somewhere in my yard. Aww. I'm knitting a rattlesnake scarf. I like your name, Meezer Girl. A rattlesnake scarf? That sounds super cool. I'm thinking the mini squares might become a cardigan. I bet that cardigan is going to be so flowy and drapey. Yeah, fingering weight cardigan. I feel like you should do a cardigan. I mean, if you want to do a bag, great. But I think, personally, the fingering weight will work better as a cardigan because it'll be very drapey. And with a bag, it won't be very structured. So it won't be like, it won't have the structure, unless you line it, which you could do. But my vote is cardigan. But that's going to be a lot of squares. My significant other calls it the pretty tax. My significant other calls me a goblin hoarder. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Me who loves surprises. I'm honestly so excited. I'm excited too. I haven't done it yet, but I'm excited. Wait, did you see Lucy? Yeah, he didn't jump up. I thought he was gonna jump up on my lap, but he didn't. You're not spamming. I'm gonna bend 10 minutes. I'll just listen now. Okay. Yeah, do your little nighttime routine. It seems so much later right now than it is because, as I was saying earlier, it's been getting darker sooner. I mean, the sky is still light, but it is, I guess it's 7:45. That's not late, but it's kind of late. Thank you. Thanks, Meeser girl. Gotta scoot. Have a great weekend, Darren. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out on my wild Friday night. I'm not paying attention. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I went too far. Okay. I have to pull up my stitch fiddle graph. Maybe I'll just switch projects because I don't think I can pay attention and work on a graph at the same time. I will be bound to make mistakes. Don't worry, I have another project right here. I came prepared, y'all. I came prepared. Be prepared. Okay. Oh, good. Thank you for liking my editing style, Autumn, because I think that it can be kind of a lot sometimes. I think some people probably don't like it very much, but it makes me laugh. So I'm glad that you appreciate it. Sometimes it's a lot, but sometimes that's what I got to do to like keep myself entertained when I'm editing, you know? But I'm glad that you enjoy it. It's the curse of a short attention span. But I think that's kind of relatable in this day and age. All the content we all consume. Trying to sell stuff, but I haven't made many sales. Yeah, I think it's kind of hard. I haven't tried at all. So I'm sorry, I have absolutely no advice to give you, Megan. Are you trying to sell on Etsy? Are you doing markets or Facebook? I think I've seen people try and sell stuff on Facebook before. But yeah, I've never really tried. And I'm honestly, a main reason that I don't sell things, well, there's a few reasons. One is I feel like I can't commit to like making things. That's one thing. Also, I have my cats and I let them be on me when I'm crocheting. And so I know their fur is just like everywhere, which I don't mind. And if I'm giving a gift, I like try to minimize that as much as possible. But I just wouldn't feel right about someone like paying money for, I don't know. It's hard to like make things 100% cat free in this household. And also, I'm not a perfectionist, but whenever I make things for others, I tend to be more of one. Same with when I pattern test, to be honest. I'm like a little bit more of a perfectionist, but when I'm making things just for myself, I'm not at all. Anyways, that was a tangent. You hate sewing? Yeah. Like on a sewing machine or like hand sewing? I've only tried sewing on a sewing machine a couple times. And I don't remember how it went. I was pretty young. But I don't mind hand sewing. I actually think it's kind of relaxing. Sometimes when I'm sewing for amigurumi though, it is kind of like not my absolute favorite because I feel like getting the tapestry needle in between like the stitches, I feel like I'm like forcing it so much. It's not as easy as sewing up like panels on a cardigan or something like that. That I find pretty relaxing. Like when I'm sewing up a garment, but sewing amigurumi is a little bit, I don't hate it. But sometimes it's like physically challenging. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Anyways. Hi, Raven. It is dusk. Yes, 'tis dusk. It's definitely my sense of humor. Same. I feel like we'd be friends, Autumn. I've done a market and I don't have enough sales to start a shop up, so it's mostly word of mouth at this point. Yeah. Again, I wish I had better advice for you, Megan, but I'm sure that if you just keep at it and stay persistent and consistent, that you'll get traction. I believe like consistency is like key for a lot of things, most things. So anyways, I've been thinking about getting into some of my other crafts and like posting about them on YouTube, but I don't know if people would be like not interested. I guess I don't really care that much. Like obviously I want to entertain y'all, but at the same time I'm like, I kind of started my YouTube channel just to like keep track of what I'm doing. But anyways, that being said, I was thinking about like trying wood burning, trying the loom weaving, painting, but I don't really know how I'd make painting an entertaining video because it'd probably just be like incorporated in a vlog, but I really want to start getting into painting. That was kind of a goal of mine of this year, and I haven't really been sticking with that, unfortunately. I need more days off in a week. I need like more hobby days in my week. I used to sell with my mom. Selling requires a massive network. Yeah, that's why like I think a lot of people flock to Etsy because it kind of does the like networking for you, or markets too, I suppose, if it's like a well marketed or advertised marketed market. If it's a well advertised market, that can be really helpful. But yeah, other than that, it's kind of hard. I mean, I've had people at work be like, "Oh, you should sell things," but I'm like, but I don't think you actually understand how much it would cost. Hand sewing, weaving in ends, etc. Yeah, okay. I don't mind weaving in ends at all. I find that kind of relaxing too. I used to sell with my. Oh, yeah, I heard that. I'm hoping to put more time into it now that both my boys will be in school. Ooh, yeah. You'll probably have a lot more free time. More time to dedicate to your hobbies, hopefully. Yeah, selling things I think just like takes a ton of work that I just don't know if I would. Yeah, I don't know. Like even just pricing, I think I would be like, I don't know how to price my stuff. I feel like I'd undervalue myself. I request cat hair in my package. Okay, easy. I got some right here for you. So happy I get hang out and finish my blanket, but it's time for the nighttime routine. Okay, have a good night, Rowan. It was good to see ya. I'd be worried to sell because I'm aware of how much of my hair gets crocheted into my projects. I don't want to be spending. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Gives you an alibi, though. Yeah, I know my hair, my cat's hair. I know you're supposed to like. I always heard that you're supposed to like sell things before you wash them, or wash things before you sell them. But I'm not sure if people actually do that or not. Bob Ross it, girl. Fun fact, I used to have one of those Bob Ross painting kits, and it doesn't come with the paint thinner that you need to clean off your brush in between colors. So I didn't have any paint thinner, and so I just kept using the same brush, and you can't really do that with oil paint. It did not turn out well. Got a little bit muddy. It was still pretty. It was still fun. I love Bob Ross. Oh my gosh. What a guy. What a guy. I got my partner Bob Ross socks. I think they say like happy little trees on them or something like that. I don't think I could be as, yeah, I love Bob Ross. Anyways, it just unlocked a new fear for me. The hair thing? Monetizing hobbies you love can also take away the hobby aspect. Yeah, that's another reason. Because when I was saying how like I'm not a perfectionist, but I would be one, I don't necessarily say that in a good way. Because I think like with perfectionism comes a lot of stress. And I don't want to be stressed out when I'm making stuff, you know? The only time I get stressed out when I'm making stuff is when I have deadlines for like pattern tests. And I'm pretty good at like managing my time with them. But I don't know if y'all saw my Utah vlog when I went to Utah. And I don't know how well you could tell in the video, but I was really stressed out about finishing that one pattern test and then my friend's tapestry. And then like I always just get really stressed out before trips too, because I got to pack and traveling's stressful and got to remember all these things. And what if I forget my pants, you know? I was really stressed out. I don't know if you could tell, but I was like, ah. Anyways, night, Sarah. I've got to hop off for the kids' bedtime. Okay, have a good night. I price on buys, by the way, because I deserve a decent amount. Because while I deserve a decent amount, art also needs to be affordable, so I don't sell large products. Yeah, that is fair. Yeah, pricing based on vibes. That's probably what I would do too. And my thing too is, if I were to ever sell my things, which I don't think I will, but if I were to ever, the other thing is like, okay, so you want to price things to be marketable, but you also don't want to like downplay people who are selling things to make a living. Because my thing is like, I wouldn't probably like sell things to, like, I wouldn't rely on the income of selling things. And I'm like making things anyway. So like I would want them to be cheaper, but I don't want to like undervalue people who are pricing them at, you know, a fair price. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense, but I think I would just struggle a lot with the pricing of my pieces if I were to ever sell. I don't even know what I would sell. Probably tapestries because they're fun for me. But I don't know how much of a market there is for crochet tapestries. So, but I was looking, I think my partner and I were having a discussion about like hand knit socks, for example, right? These socks probably take me 10 hours each. I don't know. I'm just throwing a number out there if I had to guess. And I think that my partner looked up like handmade socks on Etsy or something, and they were going for like 50 or 60 bucks, which like A, for a price of socks is a lot of money, but B, for the amount of time that it takes me to make like knit socks is nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like there's not, it's so tricky, especially I think with like wearables, it's so tricky unless you're like super, super, super fast. I don't know. Yeah, I was like 60 bucks like for 10 hours, 20 hours of work because it's only 10 hours for one sock. And I'm pretty slow, right? Like I'm not a super fast knitter, but I was just like, whoa, I don't know. I don't think that's like, but if you're making the socks anyways, then it's okay. 60 bucks isn't that bad, you know? Ooh, my yarn's starting to change color. That's fun. Bob Ross is such an icon. He is truly such an icon. R.I.P. What a guy. Anyways, I just got these Chow Gu needles. This is my first time using them. I switched my, oh my gosh, wait. I don't think y'all know about this. So I don't know, like I said, if y'all watch my Utah vlog, I bought brand new knitting needles in Utah because I needed a specific size I didn't have, but also I had just broken my 3mm, and so I had replaced them with ChowGoo stainless steel because I was having a really hard time finding 3mm. Anyways, I got a 2.5mm set in Utah and literally broke them like a week ago. So those are broken. And so then I had to order another set of ChowGoo stainless steel. So these are those, the 2.5. And I really like them. I will probably not be purchasing wood or bamboo knitting needles anymore below. I think someone commented on that video and said that below a 4mm, they don't really make them in wood or bamboo because they break so easily. Yeah, I know. I was knitting on my couch and I like went to go like get up and like pushed my hand down and right onto the needle. Just I heard and I was like, and I looked and it just snapped. So that was fun. But they are the brand that allegedly you can get replaced for free. Apparently they have a life. I haven't tried it out yet, but apparently they have a lifetime warranty. So although I'll probably have to travel to, you come up? I'll probably have to travel to Minneapolis because I don't think that any store near me sells that brand. So, hi, Gordon. You say hi to everyone. Hi, Coco. My late grandmother and I used to have matching happy little clouds. I have a happy little cloud on my fridge. It's a little magnet. I got it when I moved to Portland. My rock dealer gave it to me when I moved there. And I mean rocks as in like rocks, not like anything else. I bet they crank the socks into a tube. Oh, and then knit into the heels, toes, and cuffs and call it. Oh, I bet you're right. That makes sense. You could sell patterns, which becomes passive income. I know, I've thought about it, but then I have to write the patterns. I just don't have as much time. Like, I really don't have a lot of time, free time. I guess this is technically free time, but this is my relaxing time after work. Oh my God, so much cat hair immediately on my face, Gordon. Yeah, because I feel like I don't know, the 10-hour work days kind of get to me. I mean, I love my schedule because I love having Wednesdays off, but it does kind of make my Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays very like I don't have a lot of free time. Oh my gosh, so much cat hair. And editing my videos takes me like anywhere between 5 to 10 hours. So that's like another day, pretty much. Anyways, and then filming the videos too. But yeah, I do wanna start writing patterns, especially like tapestry patterns, because I feel like once I get like kind of one under my belt, the rest will be pretty easy. I just have to do it. And I did have a goal of releasing a pattern in 2025, and so far have not done that. So there's that. They're saying that you're a little sweet boy, Gordonia. Did you know that? He's a cave cat. He just like nuzzles his face into my armpit. He says, "Too bright, Mama. Turn the light off." I know. I recommend the metal ChowGoos. They're actually really, really nice. I'm a big fan of them. My grandma knits kid vests with wooden DP ends, and I'm pretty sure she uses sport weight yarn. She buys red heart and splits it in half. I don't know how she does it. She's probably a lot more careful with her things than I am. I cannot have nice things. Are you digging? Don't show your butthole to the internet. I used to work the same schedule, and while it was so nice having that midweek day off, the days you work are definitely kind of off the table for after work things. Yeah, the most I can get myself to do is go to a yoga class. And then I have to like rely on either getting takeout for dinner or my partner cooking, because I don't have the time or energy after that to like make a substantial meal. So Yeah, there's definitely like some sacrifice with it, but I have like a decent amount of flexibility at my job where like if I need to leave early one day or something like that, I can kind of get away with doing that as long as I don't take advantage of it. But my coworkers are really supportive and understanding. We all kind of like help each other out. Like if someone needs to come in late or leave a little early, I guess it's kind of just like, I don't know. I can't complain too much about my job. Sometimes I like to because I love to complain about work. Did you hear my AC just kick on? Is that bothersome? Anyways, yeah, I've been really enjoying knitting socks, and I think that I can probably get these finished this weekend if I set my mind to it. Hi! I'm working on my second tapestry crochet. Ooh, my sister became principal over the summer. Congrats to your sister. Oh my gosh. She had honcho. That's exciting. Tapestry is going to be an apple. Cute. Oh my gosh. Wow. Your sister is a lucky lady, Lisa. But also, that is incredibly amazing to be principal. What an accomplishment. I hope that she's proud of herself. I could not be principal. I don't think I could be a teacher, though, to be honest. I'm not sure how they do it. It takes a special kind of person. Having understanding coworkers is such a game changer. True. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky in my position right now. I don't have a lot of complaints. Just the fact that I have to go to work, that's my complaint. But honestly, as far as jobs go, it's not too bad. I get weekends off. I get holidays off. I don't have to be on call. So, not too bad. I should probably compare and see how much more of this I need. I don't have my other sock here to compare it to. So we're just going to go based on vibes. Yeah, I finished the other sock. It's totally done. I thought I was, okay, geez, one thought at a time, Killian. I started my first pair of socks, which were like the orange, purple, black colorway yarn that I had. And then my knitting needles broke. And I haven't transferred them onto the new Chaogu yet. But I started these socks with the appropriate hook size. And the first pair of socks I had, I was at the toe. I just needed to start like the decreases for the toe. And I was kind of putting it off because like no real reason other than like I had to sit down and like look at the pattern, it wasn't like just stuck in it anymore. So I was kind of putting it off. But after doing the toe on the other one of this sock that I did, it's so easy. I don't know why I was putting it off. So, but now, okay, I'm debating. I wish I had that sock here to show you. But so the first sock I did in the orange colorway, I used a 3mm hook because I didn't have a 2.5 and the pattern called for a 2.5 with the sock yarn. So I was like, well, I'm going to do a 3mm hook and just go down a sock size, which seems to be working fine. But after using the correct size, I keep saying hook, needle. After using the correct size needle, I'm like, the stitches look way nicer. So now I'm debating, even though I only have the toe left to do on that sock, do I just frog it and just do another one in the 2.5? Please advise, because I'm honestly probably going to. I think I'm gonna frog and start over because it just looks so much nicer with the right needle size. Like the stitches look so much more uniform. And if I have like any tension issues, I feel like they're a lot more hidden. So I think I'm probably going to frog and start that sock over, even though I'm basically done with it. I think it'll be for the better. Anyways, that's my sock tangent. Knitting socks is intimidating. It's actually not that complicated, Stacey. I don't know what your experience with knitting is, but it's only my like third, technically fifth or sixth finished object of knitting, but it's not that bad. I did get help. My friend Michaela helped me with the heel part because I just didn't fully understand what the instructions were asking me. So if you decide you want to make some socks and you get stuck, you could ask me, but only if you do the specific sock pattern. This is the vanilla sock pattern by Crazy Sock Lady, and it's the only sock pattern I've tried, and I really like it. I highly recommend it. But if you get to the heel part, or if you get to any part and you're like, what do I do? You can ask me. I can try and help you if you want. If you're interested in joining the sock party, I recommend it. I think it's really fun. It's such a portable project. I like that I can take it anywhere with me and kind of pull it out and do like one row and then like put it away. And there's a lot of opportunity for stockinette. Like the whole leg is stockinette, and then the whole foot gusset or whatever, except for once you get past the decreases. Basically from like here to here is like the hardest part. Like the heel and then like gusset decreases is the hardest part. And then after that, it's smooth sailing. But anyways, I highly recommend knitting socks. I think that it's a very fun project to kind of just have at your disposal. Like I always have multiple projects going, but I think that I decided I want to always just have socks going. Oh, I have a question though. If anyone here has made socks, it seems like such a silly question, but like washing socks, okay? Because these are for my partner and they're going to need to get washed. I'll just say that. So like how? Do you just wash them like normally, or do you have to hand wash them and like dry them flat? I guess it probably says on the yarn. I bet I don't have the label here. I bet they are hand wash, dry flat. But do you do that every time that you wash your socks, or do you just like not wear them with shoes? Like they seem kind of finicky, no, for socks. That's something I've been thinking about since I started knitting socks, because I haven't actually like finished a pair to wear. And yeah, I'm like, do it. Then what's the point of blocking them? Because I always see people putting them on the blocking things, the sock block, the sock and boppers. And I'm like, what's the point of blocking them if you're just going to like wash them frequently? Anyways, things I think about. Coworker. Oh, yeah, true. I'm a perfectionist? You think I'm a perfectionist? Let's see these. I don't know. Maybe. I never really like consider myself. I'm a perfectionist about some things. Like at work, I definitely am. Hi, BB. Lucy Smoosh. You say hi. You guys are seeing all the kitty cats. Hi, Lucy. Lucy Smoosh says hello. He says hello. Lucy, everyone say hi to you. Yeah, say hi. I don't know if I don't do a whole sock. Maybe you just learn for next time. Yeah. And you have a good artifact to remind you of your progress. But if you want to redo it, by all means. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely have like other socks I could start. Because when I went to Utah, I like mostly got sock yarn. So it's not that I'm like, oh, well, this is the only sock yarn I have, so I might as well start over. I don't know. I'm just kind of, I'll think about it a little bit more. Maybe I'll just like keep them on the broken knitting needles for a little bit longer while I think about it. What do you think, Lucy? Lucy says, knit me a pair of socks. You would need 4. You would need 4 socks. Your heel is giving you issues? On your foot? Oh, for your sock. Yeah, the heel is kind of tricky. I'm joining the sock party soon-ish. Definitely intimidated, but I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a lot of fun. And Crazy Sock Lady has, I think she has a lot of YouTube tutorials to like kind of help you with the vanilla sock pattern if you get stuck. But yeah, if you have any questions, again, with that pattern, I can maybe try and help you with other patterns too, but I am definitely not like anywhere near I'm not an intermediate knitter. I'm 100% a beginner knitter. I haven't even done color work yet. That's next on my to-do. I got yarn to make a sweater, but I'm debating on what sweater pattern to go for because this is the 3rd time I've referenced my Utah vlog, so if you're a little lost, I did a yarn crawl and I got some of the spin cycle yarn from Washington, and it's in like a very light, like soft rainbow colorway. It's so pretty. And I wanted to make a colorwork sweater using it, having that be like the details of the colorwork. And I got some, I think it's Plymouth baby alpaca yarn from my local yarn store that's closing down because everything was like 30% off. So I bought a bunch of baby alpaca yarn to make the sweater out of. Sorry, Franklin's moving and shaking the earth. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I want to do color work. That's that's gonna be one of my next projects. I think you're good, Andrea. Or is it Andrea? Andrea. I think you can knit socks. I don't think they're that hard, honestly. Stay here. Our AC went out today. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's really, really rough. I hope that you're able to stay cool. Maybe check out your local library, and they might have AC. That stinks. If you get too hot, I vote go to the library. Yeah. Hopefully they're coming early in the day. I have the same questions about washing and blacking socks, right? Like, what are people doing with their socks? Are they just like not washing them, or do they just like don't wear them often? Because like that's the other thing. I'm like, I want to wear my socks, but I got stinky feet. Like I'm gonna have to wash them. I can't not wash my socks after wearing them. You know? Yeah, Lucy's a cutie pie. He knows it. He knows he's a cutie pie. He's such a ham for the cam, too. If you're taking pictures, he's the only cat that I can get good pictures of. Gordon and Franklin cannot get good pictures of them. Lucy literally poses for the camera. He knows he's cute. I put them in a garment bag in the washer and hang to dry. Okay. I only make one pattern of a sock. They're essentially tube socks. No, that's not lazy. Whatever floats your boat. I don't think hand making anything is lazy. And it's supposed to be relaxing and fun anyway. So if that's what you get out of your socks, then beautiful. Okay, but good to know. Garment bag, hang to dry. Okay. She has like 6 videos for all the methods of how to knit vanilla socks. If I ever finish my sock, I low-key want to try knitting socks all the ways. Oh, like using DPNs 2 at a time, toe up. Oh, yeah. So I do magic loop. And the only reason I do magic loop is because Michaela was like, you should do magic loop. Because Michaela is a far more advanced knitter than I am. And so I just do whatever she tells me to do. she was like, do magic loop. And I was like, okay. And so that's all I've tried. I would try DPNs. I think I might have some laying around, actually. I think my sister gave them to me with some yarn, but I don't know where they are right now. But 2 at a time seems kind of fun too. I would try that. I want to do color work socks. I think that would be really fun. It'd be really cute. I keep seeing the silly goose socks. I'm not sure if y'all know what I'm talking about. The little silly goose socks. Those look so cute. I would love to make those. Who are you talking to? Huh? Yeah? Who are you talking to? Not me. Come here. No, you cannot go that way. Come here. My family friend has second sock syndrome, so she does 2 attempts. See? Yeah, that's smart. I did not let myself think before casting on this second pair of socks because I thought that would happen to me too. But also, I think the fact that I'm making these for someone else really helps. That always kind of motivates me. If I'm making something for somebody, it helps me get things done in a more timely manner. That was a really good jump, Lucy. Oh my gosh. Lucy's got his fluffy pants on today. You see him? You got your fluffy pants on, huh? I know. My goodness. My goodness. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. I love you so much. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. What do you want, huh? Lucy's moosh cat. This is such a big cat. Look at how big he is. You big boy, huh? You big boy. Was that too much? Overstimulated? I tried crocheting socks and then, I've never tried crocheting socks before. So much cat hair. See, this is what I'm saying about selling things. If my cat wants to come on my lap, I'm not going to tell him he can't come on my lap, you know? Right? And I just immediately get cat hair all over my face. So I already know it's all in these socks. It's just the life of a pet owner. I've only ever knit giant fluffy slipper socks. Also, hi, Ash. I'm not sure if you said anything, but hi, Ash. Recently did a single sock with proper sock yarn, and then the second sock syndrome hit big time. Yeah, because they take so long. And I don't know, like I was saying, my socks take me like 10 hours. That's a long time. And then you're like, I'm done. And you're like, wait, I have to do all of that again? But something that's been really motivating me is that I keep making mistakes. And so I keep being like, this time it's going to be perfect. But then I make a mistake. So that's what's motivating me to start my next pair of socks is I'm like, this time it is going to be perfect. Because for my first pair, the first one that I did of this yarn, I got like laddering on the ribbing. I'm not sure if y'all know what I'm talking about, but with a magic loop, you can get like laddering or like spaced out between your stitches because of where you switch needles. But Michaela taught me how to prevent that. And so on this one, whoa! And so on this one, I did the method to prevent it. And now I don't have laddering. And I was like, these ones are going to be perfect. But then I messed up on like the decreasing or something. I like made a little hole at the gusset. Sorry, Franklin just jumped. But now I'm like, okay, next time they're going to be perfect though. So that's what's motivating me to make to keep making socks, is I just want to get one perfect one. It hasn't happened yet. Yeah, Lucy is like so sweet. Hold on. They're about to get fed, so you're going to hear it maybe. I lived in Portland for a few years. Killian, are you comfortable sharing where you were? Yeah, I was in Southwest Portland. So I was up by OHSU. I lived there while I was doing my clinicals in Portland at OHSU. So when I moved there, I had to like start renting a place, like sign a lease before I moved out there, because I obviously couldn't travel to Portland to like tour places and stuff. So I just picked somewhere that was going to be within walking distance to the hospital. So yeah, I was in Southwest, like really close to OHSU, on Markham Hill. And I was really close to like all those walking trails up there, which was awesome. That was like when I was big into like trail running, but I don't do it anymore because the trails there were like the best trails ever. I was so spoiled because, yeah, I lived 5 minutes from all those trails. I miss that. That's the best part about living in Portland, is the trail system that I lived by. Anyways, yeah. Southwest was cool because I felt like I wasn't really in a city. It was very quiet compared to the rest of Portland. Anyways, I need to try the magic loop. I like the 9-inch circular, but drop stitches sometimes. Yeah, I haven't tried any like the shorties or anything like that. I like the magic loop too because you can use any like length cable that you want, pretty much. You don't have to get special tools to do magic loop. Like I could just use what I already had, which is a big reason that I chose to do magic loop, I guess. If I tried for a sock, I'd try the magic heel. I don't know what that is. I picked up the Addy Flexi Flip things. I don't know what that is either. Because I hate magic loop and DPNs are very short. I don't know what either of those things are, but I'm going to look into that. Magic heel. Dinner time for me. Oh, have a good rest of your evening, Frizzy. Have a good dinner. I've accepted that at this point in my life there will be no perfect projects, and that's just gonna have to be okay. Yeah, it is a good motivator though. If you're like, no, it'll be perfect this time, then you'll just like keep wanting to reach for that. But yeah, you're right, and I don't really care that much if they're perfect or not. But the thing with knitting that I think is like the trickiest for me, I really need to just like knit a swatch and just practice making mistakes, because that's like the one thing where I lose all of my confidence, is whenever I make a mistake, like fixing it. First of all, I'm like, what did I do? And then like frogging back is so scary. Like I need to just like knit swatches and like practice putting in, what are they called? Lifeguard, the like spare yarn that you put through to like catch your stitches when you frog. That's my least favorite part about knitting, is how hard it is to fix mistakes, which I think it's hard because I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm sure that experienced knitters don't think it's hard at all. I think it is just definitely more of a pain than it is with crocheting. I think that in that way, crocheting is a lot easier because you can kind of just frog. Woo. Woo, woo, you know? Anyways. OHSU is a great place to learn. Yeah, I know. I saw so much there. I lived near Portland State, then in Northwest for a bit. I love how green it is. Me too. Yeah, I really loved the weather in Portland. The ice storms were kind of crazy. I only spent one winter in Portland, but there was like an ice storm, and living on top of the hill, It's pretty treacherous. Luckily, I didn't have to drive like pretty much ever living in Portland because the transportation was amazing. Plus, I could walk to work. So, but yeah, I saw a bus like sliding down the hill. I was like, it's scary. But, oh, and then also when I was there was like a massive heat wave and no one had AC. So that was also quite a joy. We had to like put wet towels on our cats so they didn't die. Although cats have like a hotter like homeostasis temperature than we do. So honestly, I'm sure they were fine, but we just like put towels over them because we were worried, especially Lucy because he's so fluffy. Anyways, we craft together weekly and her stuff is always flawless, or she frogs and she has every tool and is super meticulous, and then I'm just a chaos goblin. Like, that's fine. Like, this is fine. Yeah, that's how I am too. Well, I feel like everyone kind of needs every type B needs a type A friend. My partner and I are both type B, and sometimes things get a little out of control. Oh, I'm going to drink some water. Bye, Lisa. Oh my gosh. Did you hear that gulp? That was so loud. I know. Ice storms are so scary. I had never really experienced anything like that before. It was like scarier than, well, I was going to say it was scarier than a blizzard, but that's kind of, I don't know about that. Blizzards can be really scary, especially if you're driving. I mean, if you're not driving, the ice storm wasn't that scary. Although I did fall on my butt multiple times walking down the sidewalk. Yeah, whatever. Oh, well, also what I really loved about Portland, going back to where I lived by those, the trail systems there, I met someone, she was my neighbor, and we would go on walks together, and she taught me like all of the foliage, like all the plants, and she taught me how to identify all the berries, and they have so many wild berries, at least in that trail system they did, but I'm pretty sure like a lot of Portland or Oregon has so many wild berries. So that was really cool. And we had so many, oh yeah. So I lived in a neighborhood, I'm telling you like exactly where I lived. I don't really care because I don't live there anymore, but I lived in a neighborhood that had a communal garden like in my backyard pretty much. And it was so cool. So like someone out there had a huge lavender bush. And so if you would go out there like early in the morning at like 6 a.m., you just look at the lavender bush and you'd see like 50 bumblebees just taking a nap on this lavender bush. It was the cutest thing ever. The bumblebees literally just like napped. They like, that's where they slept, was on the lavender bush. It was the most precious thing. And then also there was so many wild blackberries, like so many, like you couldn't eat them all. And we would go out there every morning and like pick them and put them in our oatmeal. Like, it was awesome. I felt like such a dream living where I lived in that time. I don't know if I would have appreciated living anywhere else in Portland as much as I enjoyed living where I did. But anyways, yeah. I know, it was so cute. I wish I had like pictures and videos of it. I would show you, but I've lost so many phones since then. I didn't like walking to the tram during ice storms though. Yeah. I missed the PDX heat wave, but heard about it from friends. I live in Europe now, and the AC is super uncommon. Yeah, we're in a heat wave right now, and when I need a break, I sit in my car. Yeah, my partner, during the heat wave, he got one of those styrofoam coolers and put a hole in it, and then put a fan like blowing into the hole, and then filled it with ice to like make makeshift AC unit, and then we just put it in the bathroom and like all sit in the bathroom on the floor so that we didn't overheat. But he went to the plaid pantry so many times that they started calling him the Iceman because he would just go and get bags of ice. But I hope that your heat wave doesn't last too much longer because that is not fun. Not fun at all. We lost power a little bit this summer and it was pretty hot, but we weren't in a heat wave yet. I wonder if you could find like one of those window units. Do they have those there? Got wild blackberries in our backyard, so much tastier than store-bought. Seriously, I loved it. Yeah, like every morning we'd go out and pick those blackberries. It was awesome. Yeah, so we have bumblebee. So I rent where I live right now, but my landlord, it's a private landlord. She's great. She just bought a different house with her partner. Anyways, she has such good taste in landscaping. Like the landscaping on this property is so amazing. Like we have, I don't know like how she did it, but she managed to plant flowers, like so many different types of flowers that there's like always flowers blooming. Like since springtime, there's been different flowers blooming. So every time flowers die, I'm like, oh, that's sad. But then new flowers bloom, and I'm like, anyways, we had hosta. Our hostas started flowering recently, and the bumblebees would, oh, like they're so cute. Like they go in, and then their like little legs are sticking out as they're like eating the nectar or whatever. Oh my gosh, bumblebees are so cute. I really want to get a new tattoo. I'm probably not going to get a bumblebee, although I would consider it. But I was thinking about it today. I almost booked one. I don't exactly know what I want to get yet, though, but I think I want to get a plant of some sort. I just don't know for sure what I want. Anyways. I can't imagine a heat wave with no central air. I'm in Florida, and I'm positive I'd die. Oh, yeah, in Florida? Mm-hmm. We're looking to move to get back to somewhere with seasons, but it also makes me nervous. Yeah, moving is a whole thing, especially moving states. My partner and I moved cross country twice, and it is no joke. We had to get rid of a lot of our stuff, which is like not that big of a deal. You learn to like not be attached to things because you kind of have to just get rid of everything that like isn't that important to you. Or you could keep everything, but that would be really expensive. It's kind of up to you. But yeah, it's definitely not something I really want to do again anytime soon, is move cross country. But that being said, both times, 100% worth it. So it's stressful in the moment, but it's like an exciting stressful, you know? It's not like it's a good change that you're choosing. So I guess that's one way to look at it. Not all stress is bad. Wishing cool vibes to everyone because it's been hellacious everywhere. So true. Your yard sounds gorgeous and magical. It is. It is. It's like we have a fence and there's like ivy growing on the fence, and yeah, it's really nice. We have a very, very tiny house and a very small backyard, but it's very cute. Very, very cute. I wish we owned it. But at the same time, I don't, because I think that being a homeowner sounds really stressful. Just a few more days. Portable or window AC units do exist, but our windows all open like, yes, I forget about that. So they won't work without also replacing doors or windows in our house. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of alternative solutions. Hopefully you have enough fans. Fans do it for me, honestly. Sorry. 1 second. We can't keep our hostess alive. So many slugs. Slugs! Ah, I love slugs. I'm sorry they're killing your hostess, but they're so cute. Aw. Are they small, like little itty bitty slugs? The longer I'm here, the better I handle the heat waves. Yeah, you get used to them. Okay. You have the tattoo bug too? Yeah, I know. I told myself I can get one every year, and I haven't gotten one this year, but I think I'm gonna wait until it cools down a bit so that I'm not at risk for sunburn, because you're not supposed to go in the sun. So I think fall sounds like a good time to get a new tattoo. That's gonna be my goal. I already picked out my artist. They don't know it yet, but I picked them out. My hostas haven't bloomed yet, but I'm hoping soon. I didn't even really know that hostas bloomed, if I'm being totally honest. I don't think I've ever had them before this year. I have hiccups I'm trying to fight. What do you want to get a tattoo of, Coco? 34C today. That's pretty hot. Oh my gosh. Almost 100. You told me a few years ago that I'd be okay. I wouldn't have believed you. Yeah, that's really hot. It's been sitting in the high 80s here recently, but a couple weeks ago it was like mid 90s. I'm so sorry. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but I definitely see that. It would be an experience, that's for sure, especially with like kiddos and other animals. Yeah, and then in the wintertime, it gets so cold here too. Not looking forward to that. Just made me angry every time I had to go outside. Hopefully you didn't have to go outside too much. Those are the days where I just don't go outside. I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I can just stay inside today. That's fine. I really wanted to go outside today, but then it was raining. It's been like, when it's not super hot, it's been like pouring rain. So, a couple of fans, ice packs, spraying cold water in your body, etc. Yeah. Cool showers. A nice like reset in the shower. That's really helpful. Yeah, I like need a fan to sleep. If I just like my feet get hot. I like need a fan like blowing on my feet when I sleep. I never used to be like that until I got a fan, and now I'm like, this is lifestyle creep. Now I need the fan when I sleep. I never used to be this person. My yarn's changing color. Look at so pretty. I love self-striping yarn. It's so fun. My socks do not match though. I asked my partner if he wanted them to match, and he said he didn't, but I think he just said that because he knew it would be easier for me than like making them match perfectly. But he likes a mismatched sock too, so I guess it all works out. The air was like damp blankets right out of the dryer with the humidity. You just never feel dry. I was surprised how humid it was today, and then after it rained, it's like still humid out. Is it not humid where you are, Coco? At least it's like just a dry heat for you. Although I'd be lying if I said I prefer dry heat. I prefer humidity over dry heat. I get so dry. When I went to Utah, I was like parched the whole time. I felt like I needed to like bathe in lotion. When it's humid, I don't feel that way. I feel moisturized, in my lane, you know? Where am I located? I am in Wisconsin, in the United States. Sorry if you're from the United States. And I would just, Wisconsin in the United States? So I am excited for it to start cooling down a little bit, but I'm trying not to wish away the summer too quickly because I do like the sun. I do like the sun. My next tattoo is going to be 2 of your dogs. They're bonded pairs. I want them to sing, oh, what kind of dogs are they? That sounds so cute. Also, what are their names? I'm in Canada and having the same heat wave close to 99. Ugh. That's rough. Yeah, we went to State Fair last weekend and it was in the high 90s. And I was like fine until I cooled off, and then I realized like how hot I was, and then I took a 20-minute nap. Like I just laid on the ground and napped because I was so hot. But I didn't even realize until I cooled down how hot I was. Do you know what I mean? Like obviously I knew it was hot. Like I actively could feel the sweat dripping down my back, but I was like fine. I think probably because I was like distracted by all the sheep and things. But then as soon as we got into the car, I was like comatose. Yeah, and then we got back to my brother-in-law's friend's house, and I just laid on the ground for like 20 minutes and like didn't move. Where we are now is a good balance, not too dry, not too humid. Perfect. Good. I'm glad. Franklin's got the zoomies. You got the zoomies? I should probably go play with him before bed. In Kansas here, 95 degrees today. Jeez, I think it's just hot everywhere. Like bro. Okay, I think I'm gonna go play with my cat. But ooh, your dad grew up in Wisconsin? I also grew up in Wisconsin. It's in your top 3 places we're looking at moving to? Oh my gosh, no way! Oh, where are you gonna? Oh my gosh, wait. Where are you thinking of checking out? Like where in Wisconsin? I've lived in a few different places, like areas of Wisconsin, so I can definitely talk pros and cons with you if you want me to. But I think Wisconsin is underrated. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Oh, Stevens Point, nice. Their names are Willow and Mocha. Aw, they're both mixed breeds, but have some German Shepherd in them. I love German Shepherds. They both weigh less than 20 kilograms. Hello, sir. Yeah, I think Wisconsin is underrated for sure. I think it is definitely beautiful. I do miss the mountains. I love the mountains, but Wisconsin has a lot to offer, I think. Anyways, okay. Franklin is wanting me to leave, so I will talk to y'all later. And thank you so much for hanging out with me on my Friday night, so I wasn't all lonely and pouting and knitting by myself. So I really had a lot of fun, and I will talk to y'all in a different time, and I hope you have an amazing weekend, and stay safe and stay cool and relax and enjoy all your favorite hobbies. If you want to talk to me about it, Ash, feel free to message me on Instagram or send me an email. But anyways, okay, bye. Bye. Have a good night. See you later, alligators.